Imagine a world where every machine suddenly stops rotating. Cars can't move. Factories come to a standstill. Turbines stop generating electricity. Aircraft engines lose the ability to transmit power. One simple mechanical component silently keeps all these machines alive. That component is the shaft. The shaft is the backbone of modern industry, transmitting power and motion from one component to another. But here's an engineering question that every design engineer must answer. Should the shaft be solid or hollow? At first glance, the answer seems obvious. But engineering is never about appearances. In this episode, we'll uncover the science, mechanics, and design philosophy behind one of the most important machine elements ever created: solid shaft versus hollow shaft.
Have you ever wondered why engineers often choose a hollow shaft instead of a solid shaft in many power transmission systems? After all, a hollow shaft contains less material. So how can it still transmit the same torque, and in many cases, perform even better? The answer lies in one of the most important concepts in machine design: stress distribution. Let's understand the engineering behind it.
A shaft is one of the most fundamental machine elements used in mechanical engineering. Its primary function is to transmit torque and rotational power from one machine component to another. In a typical power transmission system, a shaft connects components such as electric motors, gears, pulleys, sprockets, couplings, and pumps. As the shaft rotates, it transfers mechanical power efficiently throughout the system. Because shafts are subjected to torsion, bending, and sometimes axial loads, their design plays a critical role in the reliability and performance of any machine. Before comparing solid and hollow shafts, let's first understand how stress is distributed inside a rotating shaft. When torque is applied to a solid shaft, shear stress is not distributed uniformly across its cross-section. The torsional shear stress is zero at the center of the shaft and increases gradually toward the outer surface. The maximum shear stress always occurs at the outermost surface. This means the material near the center contributes much less to resisting torsion than the material near the outside. This observation led engineers to ask an important question. If the center carries very little stress, is all that material really necessary? That simple question eventually led to one of the most efficient designs in power transmission, the hollow shaft.
In the previous section, we observed that the maximum torsional shear stress develops at the outer surface of the shaft, while the material near the center experiences very little stress. This naturally raises an important engineering question. If the center of the shaft carries very little stress, do we really need all that material? Suppose we remove the material from the center. Will the shaft still be able to transmit torque safely and efficiently? This is exactly where the concept of the hollow shaft begins. Instead of using material where it contributes very little, engineers retain material where it is most effective, in the outer region of the shaft. As a result, the shaft becomes significantly lighter while maintaining excellent torsional performance. This principle of material optimization is one of the reasons why hollow shafts are widely used in modern power transmission systems. But does that mean a hollow shaft is always the better choice? Not necessarily. The correct selection always depends on the specific engineering application. Let's compare solid and hollow shafts to understand when each design is the better choice. Now that we understand the engineering principle behind hollow shafts, let's compare both designs from a practical engineering perspective. First, let's compare their weight. For the same material, length, and outside diameter, a hollow shaft weighs less because the low-stressed material at the center has been removed. Next is material utilization. A solid shaft contains material throughout its cross-section, whereas a hollow shaft uses material more efficiently by concentrating it where it contributes most to strength. One of the biggest advantages of a hollow shaft is its excellent strength-to-weight ratio. Since most torsional stress acts near the outer surface, removing the low-stressed core reduces weight without significantly reducing torque-carrying capability. From a manufacturing standpoint, solid shafts are generally simpler and less expensive to produce. Hollow shafts may require additional manufacturing processes, making them more complex and, in some cases, more expensive. Therefore, the decision is not simply about choosing the lighter shaft. A design engineer must evaluate strength, weight, manufacturing feasibility, cost, reliability, and application requirements before making the final selection. Now let's see where these shafts are used in real industrial applications. Both solid and hollow shafts are widely used in industry, but their applications differ depending on engineering requirements. Solid shafts are commonly found in heavy-duty industrial machinery such as rolling mills, crushers, conveyors, mixers, and large pumps, where durability and ease of manufacturing are important. Hollow shafts are frequently used in automobiles, aerospace systems, robotics, and high-speed machinery, where reducing weight improves efficiency and performance. In wind turbines, generators, and other rotating equipment, engineers select either solid or hollow shafts based on load conditions, speed, fatigue life, and manufacturing considerations. Remember, there is no universally superior shaft design. The best choice is always the one that satisfies the engineering requirements of the application. Let's summarize the key points from this lesson. Let's quickly recap what we've learned. A solid shaft is simple, robust, and economical to manufacture. A hollow shaft offers lower weight, better material utilization, and an excellent strength-to-weight ratio. The correct shaft is not determined by a single factor. Every engineering decision must consider the application, loading conditions, manufacturing feasibility, cost, and long-term reliability. Now here's an interview question for you. Why are hollow shafts preferred in many power transmission applications? Share your answer in the comments. In the next episode of the Shaft Concept Builder series, we'll learn how gears, pulleys, and couplings are securely mounted on shafts. Our next topic is keys and keyways. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to SGCADTECHEDU. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss future engineering lessons and live classes. Thank you for watching. Keep learning, keep designing, keep innovating.